Hello there, and welcome to the Onward Education podcast. Today, we are talking about asking for help. So, first of all, hands up if this is hard for you as an adult, because I can vouch for the fact that there are lots of times when it's hard for me. So, it's definitely something that is hard for our kids, more specifically, our neurodiverse kids. So, today I'll be talking about 3 strategies you can use in order to help your child feel more comfortable asking for help, because we know that it is an essential life skill. We cannot do it all on our own. So, the first thing that I'll suggest is that we need to model. We need to show our kids that asking for help is not something that's just for children. Adults need help too. Not only that, but adults need help from kids sometimes, just like kids need help from adults. So, whenever you have an opportunity to ask your child to share their knowledge or to help you with a project, you're showing that it's not just for kids, that adults need to ask for help in the same way. The second thing is talking about real life scenarios. So, sharing about your day at work and saying, there was this project, I wasn't really sure how to tackle it, but then I remembered that my colleague, well, she's been at this job for the last 2 or 3 years. She has more experience than I do. So, I decided to go and ask her for help. And you can even get into the details. You can say, I looked at it and realized I knew how to do the first few steps and I got stuck at step number 3. So when I went to my colleague, I knew exactly what to ask her. And that leads into the third way that you can help your child learn how to ask for help. And that is by getting really explicit in your teaching of these skills. Remember, it's not always second nature for our kids to ask for help. It's a very vulnerable thing. And it's the reason why adults often struggle with it as well. So when we're noticing that they're struggling, we don't want to just jump in and help them. We want to ask, do you need help with that right now, or do you want to try it on your own? So when we do that, we're giving our children the ability to stop and reflect and to ask themselves the question, do I need help right now? Have I tried all of the things that I think I might want to try to see if it'll work before I take that step? So it makes asking for help a less scary thing when they know that their parent is giving them the autonomy to choose when and if they need help. And when they do come back and say, yes, I need help, you're showing them how to ask for it. You're showing them how to respond honestly to the question. Now, the other thing we have to remember as parents or teachers or caregivers is that we have to be okay when they say, no, thank you. I'm not ready for help yet. Even when we want to swoop in and fix it and help them right away, we have to respect the fact that they might not be ready to accept help at that moment. And I promise you, if you respect that, when they do come back and ask for help at a later time, it will be much more meaningful and your child will be ready to receive your help at that point. So I hope these 3 things have been helpful for you today. Know that asking for help is something that is tough for adults as well. So we have to be patient with our kids as they're learning how to do this. It is such an important skill, but one that is well worth teaching. Thanks for listening, everyone, and have a great day.